Okay, traders, the alerts have been updated on this indicator here. I'm going to add it now and I want to show you what we've done with this. Okay, green line crossover bullish, green line crossover bearish. We've been using them now. This one here, green line exiting any zone. And you can see the little note above my mouse, chart and HTF. Notifications droplet. I'm going to actually add that, but I'm going to select my entire Pepperstone list once per bar, and I'm going to create that. I'm going to leave this in as a permanent, at the moment, a permanent alert. And what that does is it gives us a very interesting signal. Have a look at the Aussie yen, because I think we had a couple there. Gave us that signal. And now what I want to show you is how we can make a slight adjustment. All right, so we've got these up triangles when this moves up from the base. 30-minute chart. Now, these are actually really good signals whenever price is leaving either the high or the low of this zone. And what I've done with this, given that's a 30-minute, we can go into the settings, and if we scroll down on the inputs here, show higher time frame, and I'm going to go, the next one up would be, well, I'll go 1 hour. See what happened? So I'll just take it out and have a look here. And there's another one there as well. Right, I take it out, gone. Okay, back again. So this is giving us the 1 hour signal. All right, so this alert now that I've set up here will fire whenever the current chart or the higher time frame chart signal goes off. Either one. I like the 30 and the 1 hour, and so it just enables you to stay on the same chart. So you don't have to go to a 1 hour chart to see that there's a 1 hour signal. This is a really important alert, this one down in here, because it usually tells us if we use this in conjunction with this signal here, and I'm yet to include this guy. You don't have access to this one yet, this impulse acceleration. I'm still working on that one. But when these come together, in fact, you know, when this goes off, most likely you're going to have that. So what we can do at that point then is get ready for an opportunity anytime. And then, you know, there's the first signal. I took that trade coming from the momentum sink, right? So when this one goes off, that just brings you into the chart to size it up. And then what you'll do is you'll come into the trend momentum sink for a buy signal. All right, so this signal here, the alert on this one, you know, you can set the sound of the alert. It's really important. If we go over here to notifications, okay, we could set this one to be droplet and make that a permanent alert. Play a sound. Okay, notify in app, so I get that on my phone. So come over here and you're going to go once per bar. Green line exiting any zone. So that'll give you both bullish and bearish. That's the one you want. And we'll save that. And that's going to go off on my account. It'll go off on every one of these, any one of these currency pairs. That was the opportunity today. I'm going to be doing more with this because, I mean, this has been a really good alert. And, you know, what we want to do is have a confluence, not just one signal, but a confluence where we have multiple signals that come together. And if, for example, we've got that one and this one, and then we see this one you're going to have access to shortly, this one fires. When we have these three and then we get that, it's all systems go. Multiple confluence. Now this one will tell you it's time to exit. There's the red down triangle. And this one will tell you when to exit. And it also gives you this. So we have the entry alerts. We know our stop loss goes on these green dots or the green shaded zone. They're close together. And then we have the exit alerts to tell us when to bail. I set this exit alert last night. I entered this trade and I set that alert. I was in bed and it went off on my phone. I woke up, came in. Ooh, look where we are. And I closed it. This alert here will tell you too. Okay, so we've got multiple things, alerts going off to give us an incredible edge. All right, so I really like this. So once this goes off, I'll come into the chart. The next thing I'm going to do then is I might come down here, have a look at this one, see what we got. I need to talk to my... No. Okay, I need to talk to my developer because I want him to add bullish and bearish so we can select either one. So I'll come in and I'll grab this one and I'll select bullish. So the first bullish signal that goes off will bring me back into the chart because I don't want to go long back here. This is just to bring me in to prepare. Then the one down the bottom excuse me, goes off, and or the main one that goes off is this trend momentum sink, and that tells me when buyers are really stepping in. They're starting to take control. All right, so we just come in here, and now the entry alert's going to be another sound. So we'll come in here. We'll go right. We want to go bullish, right? And in here, this one is going to be. I'll go the next sound. Okay, so I've got droplet for my permanence. Flickering for my entry, create once per bar down here, bullish. All right, so I'll choose that flickering sound. I'll create. So when that goes off, I know the difference in the sound, so I know what my alerts are. That goes off, we come in, we place our trade, and then immediately thereafter, we set this one up to enable us to exit when we know there's going to be a pullback, right? So it rallies. This will tell us when it's overextended. We exit on this one and we secure profit. So we just leave that as it is. We come in here and the exit is going to be this. So I know the signals. There's 3 different sounds. Once per bar, and then, just leave that as it is and then create, right? So that's it, guys. That's the full alert system, a full Forex Signals system that you have here. With a trade plan, stop loss, target will always be dynamic, right? Look, that was pretty wide, but, I'll go 3R with that if you like, because you're going to come in when these signals fire, when these guys come in, and then, you'll close it there, okay? 1R gain, fair enough. Or you might take partial profits and slightly move your stop loss. There you go. And then this is risk-free and in profit. See where else it goes. Now, you can take it to the next level. I'm on a 30-minute chart, so you could incorporate a 30 and a 1 hour. So up the top, I got a 30. Let's just show you something here. I don't mind having both of these open, actually. This is a 4 hour on the right and a 1 hour on the left. If the 30-minute, let's just mark this up and I'll show you something. See the eyeball? Okay, that's the eyeball on the 30-minute. And we want these confluences with the 2 indicators below. So then if we go to the 1 hour, there's the eyeball. And on the 4 hour, there's the eyeball, okay? So this is where you have added confirmation. Look at this. That's my point of interest. Look what's happening here. You got a green signal here. You got a green signal here. I'm still working on this indicator, remember? So just disregard that one for now because you've got access. Guys, this is such a strong system. I'm going to take that out. Take that out. So this is going to enable you to be independent and not rely on anybody else's signals, really. You can set this up yourself, and then you've got your own thing going on here. So if the 30-minute goes off, you come in and you have a look at these two. This is the 1H, then you got the 4H, okay? If that's happening on the 4H, it's all systems go. And the same thing's happening here on the 1 hour. And this is trending up from the base. It's 100% go ahead. And I think this, look, it's taken me a long time to come up with this entire system. And it's taken me a long time to figure out the settings and this and that. And the time frames and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm coming up with this one today. So yeah, when this comes together with the higher time frames, righto, get ready. So I invite you, now if you've got access to the indicators, just go back and have a look and see on the 30-minute chart, anytime this thing fired, I don't know, Euro yen, let's see, did we get something? Okay. Let's just throw an eyeball on that. I'll just quickly have a look at this. And so there's a signal on the Euro yen. I mean, it's probably similar because they're fairly correlated. But if this is all happening down the bottom here on the 30, then check the eyeball on the 4 hour. It's a go-ahead. It's a go-ahead. On the 1 hour, it is a go-ahead. It's a go-ahead. This is trending up from the base. Come back to the 30. Take the trade. All right. Take it when this first signal kicks in here, this trend momentum. You take it on that. And then the other signal, watch out for this one. The trend tracker, the imbalance tracker, that is telling you there's an imbalance right there. It's a bearish, potentially bearish. It's not a buy or sell signal. It's just that it's a bearish. The way that price has interacted with this imbalance is bearish. And sometimes that will give you a strong bullish signal. If that was a green signal, it would be extra confirmation on top of everything else to move forward. So, just keep an eye on that one as well, because, that's the pullback. And you might, okay, if that's fired, then wait for the pullback for the next signal. Just keep it simple. So we've got multiple confluences to back up your trade. I mean, look at that. All right. To be continued. I'll be doing daily mentorship videos on this. So if you haven't already, watch this video here. In fact, I posted it up in VIP Signals Results. The easiest Forex system, blah, blah, blah. That was yesterday's signals. Now, I'm inviting you guys, all my current members and anyone who's new, or if you haven't joined yet, this channel here that's where it's all at. There is full tutorials that go in here, and all the trade signals, trade alerts. Okay, you get access to, and these are highly successful. Yeah, well, that one was closed. There's a couple of things that'll happen with this. It'll either trend sideways through the session, or it'll trend. And we've been pretty well 100% picking the trend, pretty much. You can't go wrong. Why? Because if this is to wait for a green signal, and it pulls back and we get a green signal, like back down in here, then we buy. If it says to wait for a green signal, and it happens to do that, and there's no green signal, then, you know what I mean? Like we had a couple of those yesterday, when the NASDAQ tanked, and it didn't happen. So there's, we just let it go. So it's mainly going to be trend continuation and the pullback, and we get these opportunities. So these have been highly successful. My proposal to you is, if you haven't already, look, it's 14 days and it's free. It's free. It's not going to bill you. And, if you discover that this isn't for you, you can opt out if you like. But find out what's possible with this system. Jump on the, look at this, how to leverage for maximum gain. Watch that. And think about trading our system with our indicators and what have you, and trade multiple prop firm accounts. And you can do that. You can trade one account on I just trade this. I trade here. This is it. And all of the trades that I take in here with my indicators are automatically transferred onto multiple accounts. Okay, different prop firm accounts. I've got client accounts, blah, blah, blah. You can use this. I use Pepperstone C Trader as a master account here. So you can run these signals, take these trades on TradingView, and have it automatically transferred to prop firm accounts. This is leverage maximum gain, guys. Look, just cast your eyes on this here. It's just it's an absolute no-brainer. Have a look at that here, and it's on my website, the leverage page. There's a $50,000. I like the 50K. See, some people come to me, I've got $200. Can I grow that? And I've already done a video on that. Yep, 10% growth on a $200 account will give you $20. But you can invest, well, here, $200 either with Prop XP or Focus Funded. Okay, Focus Funded is 220 and 215, so they're pretty close. Focus Funded for international clients, Prop XP for the Aussie clients, because they'll take Aussie customers. For $200 here is discounted, the blue section. You can be controlling 50,000. Do the math. And a 10% return on 50K, all right, for your $200 investment will give you $4,500. So rather than earning $20 on a $200 size account, invest that in a prop firm, and then, you know, when you reach your 10%, you got $4,500. I mean, you know, just think about that. So here's my proposal. Trade it for a week and see how successful this is. And then when you're confident, here's what you can do. This is, okay, it's on this page. And here are my preferred prop firms. You've got to use my 20% off on both of these. Now, Focus Funded, it's Anthony20, and the Prop XP, the discount code is AnthonyFX20. I'll try to make them the same. We'll see how we go. And 14 days. Now, while we are still sorting out our new indicators and whatnot, there's a new indicator launch, and it's only $29.95 a month after the 14 days. So you're not billed, and then after that, lock it in now with the trial. And guys, there's nothing like this anywhere in the world, I can tell you right now. This is such a unique opportunity. Snap it up. Don't let this fall by the wayside, whatever you do. Okay? It won't cost you anything for 2 weeks to see how successful this is and how this can change your life. Anyway, with that, meet me in Discord, and here's our VIP section, and this is the channel you want to be in. This one down here, Trade Ideas. That's where it's all happening. And I mean, this video here, the last one I posted, yesterday's signals recap and full, if you ever see full tutorial, you've got to watch it because I go into depth. All right, guys, look, with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. And, yeah, see you in the next one.